afternoon, y'all. I hope this is a lot of light or whatever. I am going to show you how I prepare my stewed turkey wings, my brown stewed turkey wings.
It's no one watching yet, though.
So this is... Okay, I need y'all to come on.
Hang on. We're telling what... Oh, you got 2.
Right.
Oh, 5.
While I'm at it, I would like to thank Breadwinners for making my caps for me to cook in. Greatly appreciated. It's so good. Seafood and more. Cooking caps. Starting this off because I am going to be doing live YouTube and just YouTube tutorials, periods. Thank you.
They said it's blurry. Maybe it's just their phone.
Okay. So, kind of clean the camera on. All right. Now, let me put this up. This for the rice and peas. Okay. Gloves. Brown stewed turkey wings. Okay. So, I use a Scotch bonnet pepper. I add this in there. I use oxtail seasoning. This is the one that I prefer. Brown stew, Italian dressing, red peppers, a little bit of thyme, onion powder, Italian sprinkle seasoning, okay? All spice balls. My favorite butter in the world, Country Crock. I don't care what you guys say. Y'all may say it's not butter, but my food be good. I've been using this for the longest. Blame it on my mother, Joanne, period. Okay. Bay leaves. Okay, so right now we have the brown stew, well, the turkey wings, they're frozen. Sometimes I leave them out to thaw out, but I can't stand these little things. I take them off. Okay, so as you can see, I already have my thyme. I already have my bay leaf. All spice balls. Okay, so like I said, these are actually frozen. They're not that frozen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare a soaking process, which I call the bathing process, when you're seasoning meat and letting it sit overnight. So I work overnight. So by the time I come here in the morning, I will be throwing these bad boys in the oven with a lid on top. I cook it as low as possible. Sometimes 250, 3 o'clock. It depends on what time I actually want to start cooking and selling dinners. So, putting on my other gloves, because like I said, I give my meat a bath. So, first.
Put it right here.
What?
Put the pan in front of you right there.
Okay. So, can y'all see that? Move this out the way. Just put one of these peppers in there, unless you want it real spicy. But if you're selling to the public, you do not make your food extra spicy where people cannot eat it. You do not make your food where people cannot eat salty food. Also, when you're blending different seasonings together, you have to make sure that it is balanced and not salty. When people say, oh, your food is salty, which I barely get, I don't use salt. I may use a pinch of salt. Let me take that back. I may use a pinch of salt if I'm making grits, and I use sea salt when I'm doing my conch salad. So those are only 2 times I actually use salt, and my preference is sea salt. Okay, so I got the Scotch bonnet pepper in, 1 pack of Italian seasoning. You don't have to use the whole pack. It depends on how many turkey wings you have in here. So this pan actually has 3 packs of turkey wings that I got cut up. So this is a good size to me, but still it's at your preference. So I sprinkle this on. If we can get closer. So I did wind up using 1 pack, as you can see. So now, and you don't have to go in the same sequence as me. I'm just doing. Okay, the crushed red peppers doesn't make it that hot. It just has like a ting to it. And as you can see also, I do not measure my food, which I'm going to try to stop when I do my cookbook. Lord help me. But I've never measured anything. I go by sight. The more you cook, the longer you have been cooking, you don't measure anything unless you're cooking out of something out of the box. That's when you measure. So I already used my allspice, my Scotch bonnet pepper, now my oxtail seasoning. My mother was a seasoner when we grew up. She used to season the hell out of our food. I mean, make it sing, dance, all that good stuff. Ooh, just be good. So, I like to add meat per se. I like to add all my dry seasonings first before I add any liquid to it. But again, it's your preference. I'm just letting you know how I prepare. Of course, I'm gonna sneeze, but this stuff done went up my freaking nose, but it's okay. So, dry seasoning, I'll go ahead and wiggle it around as much as possible. Sneeze, okay. Excuse me. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Now, Italian seasoning. Because you don't want them dry at all.
I can't wait till they done tomorrow.
So this is what I call a seasoning bath. This is what I call a seasoning bath. We are bathing the meat. So if you know how to bathe your ass real good, which I hope you do, you should know you want to cover every part of your body for its skin purposes. So that's how I bathe all my meat. I give it a bath, okay? Bath, shower, whatever you want to call it. I make sure it's touched by some liquid, okay? And just because I'm doing live, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to be myself.
You got some of my family on here.
I am going to really be myself, and I am very shout out. I'm very down to earth. Whatever you have heard, trust me, them bitches done did something to me. They ain't going to tell you that part. And I no longer react anymore. I'm so over it. So, I have bathed, given my stewed turkey wings a bath in Italian seasoning. And as you can see, I don't always use name brand this, name brand that. Because to be honest with you, just like Walmart products. So if I'm sick, I don't go get Tylenol all the time. I'll go get me some Walmart sinus pills. Them shits work so good. Okay? So, I want you to see the name brands that I use. I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to repeat saying it. A lot of my stuff, I will guide you into making close to it, but it won't be the exact thing. My Naughty Pleasure sauce is off limits. My seafood sauce, I don't got no name for it. Hopefully my daughter helped me come up with one soon. And what else, Shay? I said I wasn't going to give out.
Seafood macaroni.
Seafood macaroni, I will get you guys close to it, but not all the way. It might be 1 or 2 seasonings off. What else? But definitely not the Naughty Pleasure sauce. That's a no-no. And my seafood sauce. I think those are the 2 sauces that I am going to bottle up. I'm in preparation of doing that now. I want to leave a legacy to my kids, my grandkids, so they'll never have to work if they don't fuck up. I promise you.
You annoying.
I promise you, okay? Because I got all boys, and they could be some fuck ups at times, and I just shake my goddamn head like, when is y'all niggas gonna learn? Okay, I need to open up this damn brown stew. Okay, when you taking off gloves properly when you're cooking, this is the proper way. See? Like this. And like this, especially when you're doing outdoor events. Okay? This is how you properly take off gloves. To me. I prefer to use black gloves. I don't know why, but okay. So I have also had people argue me down on Instagram like they was in my damn kitchen with me while I was cooking this shit. That, oh, she lying, those oxtails. Oxtails cost so goddamn much money. I bought a $50 bag of oxtails and was looking at it like this. Like, what the fuck? Like, where is the damn meat? But, okay. So, now.
What's that?
This is browning.
For color?
Jamaican browning. Okay. So, now, this should be enough. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Like I said, I cook by sights. That's how I measure. And I know right now it's not gonna be enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour some more. Sometimes I wind up using the whole damn bottle. But it's okay. I ain't used it this time. It's a little bit more.
You should have made 2 pans because they've been asking for that for a long time.
Well, we'll see. Okay, see? I do not suggest if you have on fingernails for sanitation reasons that you be mixing up this meat with nails on, and that should be all under your nail. That is so fucking disgusting to me. But hey, each his own. Okay, so I like mine brown for my customers. It also looks very pretty as in presentation, which I'm very big on presentation, on top of the rice that I will be preparing. So, like I said, I won't be preparing this today in the oven. I'm going to let it soak. So, by me putting this much brown stew on there, I will go ahead and season it again, just a little bit. Because sometimes the brown stew sauce can take away from the seasoning that you already put. But by me seasoning it and letting it soak, it's going to do the job. Make sure when you are stirring up the meat that this does not bust. Your Scotch bonnet does not bust, because it will make the stewed turkey wings extremely hot. This was one little pepper. But that one little pepper also will put a lot of flavor inside of your meats. So you see how brown it is? This is called a seasoning what? Bath or shower. That's what I call it. The queen calls it that. You can call it whatever you want to, but trust me, you'll thank me later. So now, once again, I am done with my glove wearing. I'm about to use Country Crock, okay? But before I use the Country Crock, like I said, again, I am going to season it a little bit more. Go over the seasoning. Just a little bit. That's a little bit to me.
When you're done, show them what you use at the end of the video.
Okay, everything, all the products over. I'm going to put just a little bit more Italian seasoning. The Italian seasoning also makes it tender, along with you leaving them in the oven. So to me, this is like the forget about meats. You put it in the oven, you forget about it. My pork sauce that I got going on, that'll be cooking until I get off work. Tender. And it's a lot of meat in there. So now I'm going to bad habit. Blame my mama. Even though it's in your thing, you might not have no roaches or nothing, you still wash off utensils. Because my son was only one here. He still don't know how to wash dishes good. Pissing me the fuck off, but oh well.
You're annoying. Just keep teaching me how to cook the turkey wings.
So you can go ahead and stir it up, because I added more the Italian seasoning. And like I said, this is the Walmart kind. So the Italian seasoning is the Italian seasoning to me. Now, my ghetto ass is finna put this spoon in this butter. Boom. Ooh, yes, honey.
Boom, baby.
Get down there. So put it in like all the four corners, or you could do this, which I do. The butter also helps tenderize the food, and I use country crock a lot. I even put it in my pork sauce, so that's another secret. Y'all be cooking with damn water, like my damn daddy ass. He cooked with water like a motherfucker. Oh God, the seasoning just been washed away. So here. So.
No Shakira?
Yeah, who knows? I gotta see the face. Okay, so as you can see, I have the butter like basically all over. So this is how you actually prepare your gravy. Okay, so that's another thing. Even though I probably use a little bit of, well, I use a lot of the browning or whatever. You will see once I start preparing it tomorrow how I actually take the juice out of this pan and put it in another pan on the oven, and then I make my gravy from there. The same flavor that's in here, that's how I prepare my gravy, which is very simple for it. And then I pour it back in here. That's when I add my carrots or my onions and bell peppers if I feel like cutting all that stuff up. But I probably will because I'm actually doing a live tutorial. So that is the end of the brown stew turkey wings on how to prepare it. I am going to go over the seasons that I use again. And it also will be uploaded when my daughter teaches me how to fix it on YouTube. Okay, we got to get that part together. So, country crock. You see I got this big ass thing of butter. It's for a reason. This is my best friend. A lot of times, if I don't have this butter or if I don't have enough, I will stop cooking and go get me some. Okay? Walmart Italian seasoning. You do not have to get Walmart Italian dressing, I'm sorry. You do not have to get Xanaré or who it is, Kraft, Wishbone. I get this. This goes good if you want to season your ribs to soak them. It'll have your whole house chirping if you have it seasoned overnight. Very loud. Jamaican browning. This is what I use. These peppers maybe cut up tomorrow, depends on how I feel. Scotch bonnet peppers. You see how much there is up here in Georgia? A mess. But it'll go a long way. Onion powder. Powder Italian seasoning. See? You see the name brand? It doesn't matter. It's still gonna do what I need it to do. Oxtail seasoning. A little bit of thyme. Did I put? You already had thyme on here. See? Allspice balls. Bay leaves. Now, the most important thing when I do cook my brown stew turkey wings, I have a lid on there for at least 2 or 3 hours. Then I take it off once I see the browning and it's almost halfway cooked. I take it off again. I do put it on the last shelf of my oven when I cook it. Okay? So this is, like I said, the forget about me. So it can get tender. And again, this was 3 packs that I got cut up at Food Depot off of 85. So I'm going to get a lid. Hopefully I have one, and I do. Okay. Lid, do not poke holes in it. You don't need to. You do not need to add no water in here. You don't have to do none of that. The butter is going to make more juice. And as you can see, the juice from the browning and the Italian seasoning. I don't like dry food and I love gravy. That's why I done gained weight. But oh well. Okay, so like I said, I'm not going to prepare this today. I'm going to have it soaked because I do have to go to my lovely job, which I love. still will probably be working there when I do open up my business. Because I love me some Amazon. Okay? So now I can go ahead and answer any questions that you may have. So start getting prepared. My daughter's going to read them off to you while I wash my hands. Read them off to me now. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna do on paper towels. Okay. Any questions about anything? Cook time. It depends on you. You can take it out. Once you take the lid off the top, it should almost be done anyway. You'll start, as you know, tender, falling off the bone, all that good stuff. Any questions? No questions? Well, I hope that you enjoyed my first live video on preparing my brown suit turkey wings. Tomorrow will be part 2. I don't know what time I'm going to start it, but I will post to let you guys know when I will be doing it. So I know the turkey wings will be in there as soon as I get home off of work. So the gravy part is what y'all need to see, how I make my gravy. Okay, so you have been with the Queen of Food Porn for probably like what, 20 minutes. I want to thank you all. There's more to come. And it's so good. Seafood and more, where the food is always
Porn-deliciously delicious.
Always
Porn-deliciously
delicious. Thank you. Bye-bye.